Hi guys, Mr. K here. And today, it's pretty exciting. We are going to do our last drawing for our Three Little Pigs story. Now we did the pig that had straw, the pig that had sticks, the pig that had bricks, and today, who do you think we're gonna do? Yes! Take a look. I sketched this out and I think this is a fun little wolf. Look at that wolf. You think we could do that one here? And it says, this wolf was hungry. I think we can try that. He has a real silly look on his face and he has a knife and a fork like he's gonna go eat something. So let's go ahead and start that. Now, you need your paper just like we always have. Horizontal, laying down. I'll move this up closer so you guys can see. Let's see, how about that? That looks like a good spot right there. Okay, so I have my pen and we're gonna start with this. I'll put this so I can see this little guy, this sketch that I did here, so I can see how I'm gonna do this guy. We're gonna start with his nose. He has a big kind of a Scooby-Doo dark nose. So I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna just make like kind of a low rainbow look like that. See that? And then I'm gonna just come down on the sides and come down on this side like this. This is gonna be his big, kind of a darker, and then I'm gonna go kind of like down in a point and then back up. See how it kind of goes down like a little boop and then up this way. Now, I want this to be a real shiny nose. So you remember what we do? We put like a little floating island that's gonna stay white in there. That's gonna be white. The rest of his nose is going to be dark. Now, if you have a dark pencil or a dark pen, you can do that. We're just gonna go and I'm gonna use my dark pen and I'm gonna just shade in. I'm gonna leave that little island. That's the highlight where the light is shining on his very shiny nose. And the rest of it, I'm just gonna sketch it in and fill it in dark like that. See how that looks like a shiny nose now? He has a highlight on it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the bottom part here. I'm gonna just go from this corner here and I'm gonna go down a little bit and I'm gonna go up right there. That's gonna be his lower little lip part there. And then the other part's gonna come down like this, and it's gonna go out this way. But then it's gonna go up a little and back like that. Got it? Good. Now the next part is gonna be on the top, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swing it way back over here and come down like that. See that? And then I'm gonna curve it and I'm gonna go right underneath. Boop, just like that. You see his muzzle and his face there? Now we can go ahead and give this guy some real goofy little sharp teeth too, because he's a wolf. I'm gonna make him kind of separated a little bit, maybe a little crooked. Just like this. I'll go back, give him just some little, I'll put a couple way back there too. He's a wolf. Good. We got that. Now we have his muzzle and everything there. So now we need to do his head. His head's gonna go back this way. And I didn't put it on my drawing, but a wolf has a certain kind of, like a whiskers, like a fox a little bit. So I'll try to put that in on this one. So I'm gonna start about midway right here. And I'm just gonna go up. And I'm gonna go over. And then I'm just gonna go out a little bit like this. And then back. Like that. Just like that. Got it? And let's give him, we're going to give him those kind of floppy ears. So I'm going to go like this. They're kind of pointy, but they're kind of floppy too. And I'm going to put that one like that. And I'm going to put the little curl in his ear like this. We could even give him a little bit of hair in there, in his ear, like that. And then this side over here, I'm going to give him another crazy one. It's kind of going to go up like this. And out and back like that. Good. You can make them however you like. They're just gonna be kind of silly ears. And I'll give them a little bit of fur there. Can you see the wolf's head now? Now, I want to give this guy real funny looking eyes. Take a look what I did in the drawing there. I made one little beady eye higher than the other. That gives him kind of like he's a really goofy looking. So I'm gonna put one close, a little beady eye, but I'm gonna put the other one going a little higher, like that. That makes him look like he's a little kind of crazy looking. So I can even make that one a little bigger and this one a little smaller like that. Good. I'm gonna give him some little crazy hairs too up on the top like that. Good. I like that look on that one there. Now, I guess I could just go ahead and finish. I'm gonna go down for his neck now. So I'm gonna go, this one's gonna go down a little bit. And this side over here is just gonna go down. And it's gonna get kind of skinny there. See how that looks silly? I want this guy to look silly. Not a scary wolf, just kind of, even though he does have sharp teeth. Okay, so now we're gonna give him this funny looking body here. So I'm gonna go down on his shoulders like this, and down on this side like this. He's gonna kind of have he's gonna be wearing some overalls too, I think. And then this side, let's see, I'm gonna go down a little bit further this way. And this side, I want to put his first set of arms over here. So I'm going to go out like this. And I'm going to make them real skinny. Out like that. And this side, they're going to go out like this. And out like that. Good. Because he's going to be holding a knife and a fork on there. So I'm going to go ahead and go down the back side here a little bit. And now I want to, before I finish and put his hands on here, I want to do his little overalls. I'm going to come down like this and give two little lines on that side. And I'm going to come down over here and give him two little support straps on that side. And then I'm going to go across and connect the middle part right there. Everybody see that? And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to go out. And this way I'm going to go a little bit around the back. See how I curved around the back right there? That makes it look like his overalls are kind of baggy on the bottom. And he would be a silly, kind of a goofy wolf. And I'm going to do the same this way. I'm going to make him go around the back side like that. Good. Now, just drop these down like this and drop this side down like that. And we'll give him, he'll be kind of like in some short overalls. So I'm going to curve this one over. And this one over this way, and we'll just go like this. Aren't those silly looking? Now you could put a pocket on it if you want. I'm just gonna leave mine like this. He's wearing those silly kind of pants. And I'm gonna go back up to the hands now. Now this is the one, I'm just gonna make what looks like, they look like little blocks, little squares. Those are gonna be these are gonna be his little fists here that he's gonna be holding the things. And I'm gonna put this one over on this side, and I'm gonna maybe turn it just a little bit, and some fingers. See how he looks like he has his fists like this. Yeah. So you can put the knife and the fork on either one, because he's looking to get some dinner, some pig dinner, huh? So on this one, I'm gonna just put two little lines going up, and two little lines coming out the bottom, and connect the bottom one. But on the top one, you want to go a little wider and up, and a little wider and up. And then only come down, we're just going to go with a line and stop in the middle right there. And another line, and maybe one more. There, he's got his fork in that hand. Now we'll put a butter knife in this hand. We'll make it just come down. The handle's gonna go like this. And then we'll just make it like a little butter knife. Like he's gonna put some butter on his pig that he's hoping to get, but we know he doesn't get those pigs, huh? Let's give him some really funny little feet here, some funny feet. They'll be with skinny legs. That'll make him look kind of funny with the skinny legs going down. And then let's give him some really goofy looking feet. Let's go out this way and give him baby toes, and then a big toe, like that. And then let's just go back real skinny and give him a little heel on the back like that. Kind of a silly heel in the rear there. And let's go like this. We're gonna make this one go out this way and give him little toe, little toe, little toe, big toe. And then we'll curve it back like that. So he has two goofy looking feet there. I like that guy. He's silly looking. Maybe we should have given him a little tongue too, huh? Maybe just sticking a little tongue sticking out like this. Right there. Oh man, he is hungry. Good. So let's give this guy a little setting to put in. Let's put a horizon line, and we'll put it right through here. We'll put it right easily through this side here. So this is going to separate the sky from the earth. And I'm going to pretend like it connects over here and go all the way like that. And I don't know, should we give him a little moon or something up there? Just a little something for a wolf. We'll put a little moon or sun or something up there. Because he's coming down the way. He's looking for some... And, oh, I forgot. A wolf has a tail. So we can make a little tail coming up, just bushy. Kind of a bushy wolf tail. Kind of like this. From behind, like that. So there is our big bad wolf. And I think this would be fun to say. Each one of our stories, we said, this pig had straw. This pig had sticks. This pig had bricks. How about this wolf was hungry? Okay, let's do that. So we're gonna start way over here. Let's make sure Mr. K has this so you guys can see it. Okay, so we're gonna start like we did the other ones. Uppercase T. This is the word this. T. Lowercase h. Straight down, back up, and down. T-H. I. S. This is a sight word. This is a sight word. This is a sight word you guys have to know. This. And then I need a finger space. I have to have a space there. This wolf. Good. W. Down, up, down, up. Just like that. And look how Mr. K has those sitting right on the lines. All my lowercase letters, they bump their heads on that line and they sit nicely on the bottom line. Wolf, O is the next letter. Lowercase l. Wolf, right, lowercase f. A hook and a line. This wolf was, finger space right there, was. Again, a W, a lowercase w, just like this. Down, up, down, up. That's an easy one. That one is not so hard to make. Was. We have a lowercase a. Make a magic C. Go up to the line and drop it straight down. Was. S. Curve left, curve right, and back. This wolf was, finger space, hungry. Lowercase h. U. N. Lowercase n. Hunger. Good. Now this is a lowercase g, so you make a magic C, just like you're making a lowercase a, but you don't stop when you get to the bottom line. You curve underneath the belly. Hungry. Lowercase r. And then Y, hungry. It ends in a Y. Lowercase y goes under the ground, just like the G. Period, because we have our sentence. This wolf was hungry. And that wolf does look hungry. Now, this is going to be a fun one to color. So, we have our color crayons. I think I'm going to start off with this guy. I'm going to start his little muzzle area. I'm going to start with that. And I'm going to just do a light yellow. I like doing the light yellow first. Matter of fact, I'm going to do the light yellow for that. But I'm also going to do the light yellow for his fur. Because I'm going to do a different color. I'm going to do a brown on top of his fur. And I'm going to do a different color on top of his muzzle. But I want to give it all a nice, rich, yellowy, warm color. So I'm going to even do the tail. Everywhere where you see his fur, go ahead and give him a nice yellow. Don't do his overalls. Give him a nice yellow, just like this. Just like that. This guy is silly. He kind of reminds me of a Scooby-Doo character or something. So I have a nice yellow on all of that. And then on his muzzle, I'm going to just take a soft orange. Just softly. And give him just a little bit, maybe leave it a little more yellow on the top where the sun is hitting it. And give him a little bit of nice, rich orange right around his muzzle. We'll give him a little bit more shading underneath the front like this. Because we all know that muzzle is sticking out in the sun like this, and the light hits the top of it, and then as it curves around, just like my arm right here. It's lighter on the top, but as it curves down into this shadow, see how dark it is in here? So, it's curving around. It is a three-dimensional shape. We're going to give him a little bit more shading on the bottom, just like that. So we have that color. Now we're going to go ahead and get our brown, because the rest of his fur, we're going to go up here and give him a nice light coating of brown. But I'm going to leave the top of his head a little lighter, just like I did with the muzzle. I'm going to go a little bit darker in certain areas after I give a general coat of brown on everything. I want to give him a nice soft coat of brown to start with. And then we'll go back and we'll make it have more varied contours and shape by just doing the illusion that it gets darker. It kind of tricks your brain. Your brain knows that if it's a darker color, if it's getting a little darker, it must be something that is blocking the light. And that's what we'll do. We'll play a little trick on the viewer who's looking at this. So first, I just want to give him a general nice golden brown color. And now is when we can go back and play with it and give him more shape. So watch how we do this. Wouldn't it be a little darker in the ears, right in here and right there maybe? Yeah, let's just make it press a little harder with your brown right in that fold of his ears. See that? And how about in this one where the little hair is under there and a little bit under there and a little bit closer? Look at that. See how that has a nice little shape? It has more shading to it. And he definitely, right up on the top would be really bright light hitting it. So we want to go just softly right next to where his muzzle is. I'm going to go a little darker. See how it's a little darker here, but then it gets lighter up here? And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go around the muzzle. It definitely would be darker under his chin and on his neck. See how dark that's going to be? I'm going to press a little harder. Look at that. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go, the light is going to hit the top of that little bit of fur that's sticking out there. And I'm going to just do this a nice dark color right on the edge like that. Look at that. So now it looks like his head is a three-dimensional shape and it gets a little darker underneath. So that's the way to give this guy some shading. I'm gonna go right against his muzzle and just like this, maybe give him a little bit more brown up there, but just like that. I like that. Okay, now coming down here, he might have a little bit more brown on his chest, but not too much, because the light will hit that part right there. But his arm, I'm gonna make it a little darker, especially where it hits the hand. And his bottom fingers, those will be a little darker too. And this arm, maybe a little darker right where it's coming out from behind the other part of his body. And a little bit darker on the fingers here. And down here where he's starting to go down in his overalls over here, I'm gonna make it a little darker right where it sinks down into the shadows down in there. Just like that. And you know what? His arm would probably be causing a shadow right there on his body. So I'm gonna just go like this, watch. I'm gonna just make a dark line right there where his arm would be like a shadow. And real dark right there, just like that. See that? Good. Now his tail back there, I'm gonna make that kind of darker on this bottom part like that, where the sun wouldn't hit it back there like that. There we go. And let's do the same thing with his feet. They're in the shadows right here. So let's give it a dark, right where it's coming out from his legs there. And let's just give the rest of it a little bit of varied tone, like as the back here, it's in shadow, but as it comes out, his toes are in the sunlight. So we have it just like that. Now, let's see, what else do we have to add here? We got to figure out what color his overalls. I think I'm gonna make them blue or something. You could make them any color you like. You can make them whatever color you want to make them. I'm gonna make mine like old traditional blue denim. So I'm gonna give them all a nice coating like this. Softly. Color, color, color. You can really trick the eye if you do some shading. Now, these are like cylinders right there. So in there, in that shadow part, I'm gonna make that really dark. See where it goes down in there? Like that. And then, I wanna do it, because it's going around towards the back of his leg, I'm gonna make it a little darker right on the side, and maybe a little darker right there. Not as dark in the front. I want the front to stay kind of light. And where it goes around this back side over here, see how Mr. K's going right against the line there. Right against that line, I'm making it a little darker blue. And then like that. See how that makes it look like he's in kind of like cylinder cans almost there. And I can make it a little darker up here because that's under his chin shadow there. Now, let's see what we can do. We want to give him a little pink tongue, I think. So I gave him a tongue, so I'm going to just make it a little pink tongue like that. And then those teeth, oh boy, what can we do with those teeth? I think I know. I'm going to make his teeth kind of yellow. Make them kind of yellow. And then I'm going to put a little tiny, this is kind of silly, yellow, but I'm going to put a little tiny bit of blue, light blue on them. And that's going to make them look kind of greenish because yellow and blue make green. And that's going to give those teeth kind of a rotten look, like he's an old snaggletooth wolf. Now, the knife and the fork, well, silver would be kind of maybe a light blue. I just do a light blue, but I'm only gonna do it on certain parts of it like this. I'm gonna leave some of it white, like watch what I do. I'm gonna do a little bit of blue and a little bit under the handle, but not all of it. It goes a little bit blue, a little bit of white on there. That gives it kind of a shiny, kind of a silvery look. And then if you'd like to, you could always do a little bit of grass or something around him because he doesn't have a house that he's leaving. If you want to do some green, you can put some green around him. And you can do the little bit of the sky or the moon. You can do that moon up there or that sky because he's a wolf and the wolves howl at the moon. So I'll make that up in the sky, whatever I make that, the moon, I'll make it have like a little shape to it like we always do. I'm gonna just give it a shape with color like a sphere, just like that. See how I'm only doing the orange on the bottom like that? That gives it the shape of a sphere. So what do you think of this big bad wolf? Do you guys like that one? I hope you enjoyed drawing with Mr. K. This is one of my favorite stories, the story of the three little pigs. And I always like the version where the wolf goes down the chimney and burns his tail. And he comes out and then he never bothers those three little pigs again. So I hope you enjoyed drawing with me, and we will be doing another drawing next week. Bye-bye.